In today's video, we'll be finding out what works best when you're out of pasta sauce, such as random things from my kitchen like maple syrup, ranch dressing, hot sauce, strawberry syrup, plus more things you guys dared me to do in the comment section. In the last video, I asked you guys to leave me dares in the comment section, and I noticed there was a lot of comments about doing various eating challenges, and sometimes mixing weird things together. And when you mix all those things together, you get today's challenge. So make sure to like this video and leave me your dares in the comment section. And remember, you can get as crazy or as creative as you'd like, and I'll be picking 10 of my favorite to be featured in the next video. Now, let's get this thing going. In today's video, what we're gonna be doing is cooking a whole lot of pasta, which is probably one of my favorite things to do. No, that's actually not true. My favorite thing is eating pasta. However, today we're gonna be making things a little bit differently. I'm gonna be trying out pretty much everything I've got in my refrigerator as different pasta sauces to find out which one works best. But that's just me. I personally really like eating weird foods. It's just a new experience. But if you're ever out of pasta sauce, you're gonna wanna know, no, you're gonna need to know what works best as a pasta sauce when you're out of pasta sauce. That being said, let's cook up some spaghetti. While this heats up, I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of salt. So this is the pasta that I'm gonna be using, and it looks like just normal pasta, but actually this pasta cooks in time-lapse mode. Well, it looks like it's about done, and that only took a few seconds. Surprise, surprise, right? So I'm just gonna put some on this plate, and we're gonna try out some sauces. Well, that worked out pretty well. Now the first thing that we're gonna be trying with our pasta is strawberry syrup. Now before I get started eating this, I definitely wanted to give you guys a close-up of all this disgustingness. And oh my god, that actually kind of looks like some really cheap spaghetti sauce, but I'll bet anything it does not taste like spaghetti sauce. And actually, as I'm looking at this in the viewfinder, it looks a whole lot better on camera than it does in person. In person, it looks a much lighter pink. I'm not really sure why, but it just does. This is gonna be gross. But we need to find out what works best when you're out of pasta sauce. So that being said, let's give it a try. Well, without even taking a bite, I can already tell you it's gonna be the weirdest pasta that I've ever had, but it's not gonna be the weirdest pasta I have today. It kind of tastes like breakfast cereal, just carbs and sugar. I mean, that's kind of what breakfast cereal's like. I feel like it's playing a trick on my mind because when I look at it, it actually doesn't look too weird. It's only after you start chewing it that you notice how incredibly strange it is. I know I'm wincing, but that's a pleasure wince. Oh yeah. Ugh. Oh, I've got it all stuck in my teeth now. Angel hair pasta was definitely the right thing to choose there. I think it's already giving me a cavity. But seriously though, that was weird, but it wasn't that weird. So let's try something that weird. The next thing I'm gonna be trying out is ranch. And this stuff is terrible. I mean, I don't even really like ranch on anything. I'm a blue cheese guy myself, but I definitely don't want it on my pasta. This is gonna be pretty disgusting, I'm guessing. But who knows, maybe we find something that actually works. I mean, you gotta experiment with stuff before you find out what works best. I imagine the first person that made pasta sauce probably took a little bit of ridicule when they were crushing up all the tomatoes just to put it on pasta. And if there's anything worth research, it's pasta. So here's how we're gonna do this. We're just gonna put ranch all over it. Oh, it looks like Alfredo sauce. But it's not, and I know it. That sure does look good. But it's gonna be pretty gross. But I mean, it's all food, you know? It's all stuff I've had before, it's just combining them, that's all. The smell is not something I'm familiar with though. Putting ranch on pasta is just unnatural and absurd. And that's why we're doing it. Down the hatch. Okay. Whoa, that's disgusting. Oh man, that's really gross. You know, having it look normal and taste really weird is kind of playing a trick on my mind. I mean, have you ever gone for your soda and accidentally picked up a glass of milk and drank it or something like that, and it just tastes super weird because you weren't expecting that? That's kind of what's happening to me right here. Even though I know it's ranch, when I look at it, there's no way that could be ranch. It just doesn't register in my mind. But you can't really lie to your taste buds, not that well. And I'm not saying I have the most refined palate in the world, but I can tell disgusting when I taste it, which is exactly what this is. But we're not done yet, and this by far is not the craziest thing we're gonna be eating today. Matter of fact, let's move on to that right now before I throw up. Well, this next thing I'm gonna be eating is gonna be pretty disgusting. It's the first dark liquid I've used, but it's not the first syrup. This is actually just normal Aunt Jemima syrup, and it's delicious. And if this makes my spaghetti taste like pancakes, then I'd say we found something pretty significant here. I love pasta, but I probably love pancakes and waffles even more. I'm just a breakfast food kind of guy. I don't know why. Love breakfast food though. So if this doesn't taste good and it ruins breakfast for me from now on, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, that is just the brown deliciousness. Oh, the syrup is so good. That actually looks like some Asian noodles. I don't know, it doesn't look that bad, unless you think about what it is. I mean, people eat noodles with brown sauce all the time. It's not that crazy. Sweet noodles is a little bit weird though. All right, I'm just gonna think pancakes. Just thinking pancakes the whole way down. I do not like that. Not one bit. But that's okay. I was kind of expecting it to be bad. I really just didn't want it to ruin breakfast for me. And it has. It has done that. While I'm chewing this, I'll just think about what a terror my life has become. That is the sort of meal that gives you nightmares. Both figuratively and literally. I mean, it has enough sugar in it to probably actually give you nightmares. But we still haven't gotten to the weirdest stuff yet. We've tested a lot of stuff out. Nothing's really worked out so far. I guess this one would probably be the best. You know, if you were to pinch your nose and really think about pancakes, you might be able to get through it. It's just the texture, man. It's all off. It's very weird. But it's carbs and sugar. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? And that being said, we're gonna try the next thing, which is not going to be carbs and sugar. So I got a new shirt and a new batch of pasta because we're trying out a new sauce. This is Valiente Hot Sauce, and it's the good stuff because it has no expiration date. So that means it's good forever. Seriously though, I looked for an expiration date for some time and could not find it. And that's not good because that means it's probably not from this planet. I mean, I'm sure it has an expiration date, I can't find it. But on the upside, hot sauce is something that's tomato based, so it's probably the most similar thing that we've got to actual spaghetti sauce that I'm gonna try. That being said, I am not afraid of all the spiciness, so we're gonna dive right into this. We're just gonna put only a little bit. Oh yeah. All right, never mind, we have to go all in. There's just no doing a little bit of hot sauce. Oh, that is the good stuff. It actually looks pretty good. That will really clear the nostrils out. It might make me tear up a bit, I'm not sure, but we are gonna try it out. Just some spicy noodles. I'm sure people have eaten spicier noodles than this. This isn't gonna be that crazy, I don't think. Or is it? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that is way too spicy for something I would actually want to eat a lot of. But if we're talking just having a little bit, like just to try it, wasn't that bad. Didn't gross me out that much. But I gotta say, out of all the stuff that we've tried, this is gonna be your best bet for a sauce substitute. You probably just don't wanna have a lot of it. That is a spicy, spicy bit of pasta. But honestly, if you were to take that much pasta and maybe put it on a burger with a little bit of hot sauce, I don't know, I'm getting creative here. Bad things happen when I get creative. There's usually hot sauce everywhere by the time it's over. So although we weren't really trying to find some sort of a burger creation, this is actually okay for a pasta sauce as long as you like the spicy stuff. Otherwise, you might want to go with a mild hot sauce. You probably want to go with a mild hot sauce either way because, well, there's a lot of hot sauce in that pasta. But I definitely think that we've learned something here, and we've come to a scientific conclusion based on the evidence. And now we're gonna be moving on to the next thing. Now, there is just one type of pasta that I haven't tried yet. Well, there's probably a few, but there's one that I'm really interested in, and that is dry pasta. Now, I'm not gonna eat a lot of this because obviously it's going to expand in my stomach, and well, I don't want to explode. But I do want to find out if the flavor is any better or any worse than what I've been doing so far because, well, I've been putting in a lot of work and not coming up with anything that tastes good. So I figured this is probably not going to be any worse. Well, it's definitely a lot crunchier. That's the crunchiness of pasta that I was missing. Yeah, well, while the other types of pasta I tried were not good, this is probably worse. Yeah, I just need to go get some hot sauce on it. Obviously that cures everything. But I feel like I've learned a lot. Mostly not to try this again. And that being said, we'll be on to the next one. So in conclusion, the best thing to use when you're out of pasta sauce is the thing most similar to pasta sauce. Who could have imagined that? And by the way, if you haven't seen my last video and want to find out what happens if you cover your entire body in blue glue, wait for it to dry and peel it off, I'll be leaving a link at the end of the video.
And before we go, I just wanted to give a shout out to this person who actually has spaghetti in their username for answering the last video's question, which was, who is your celebrity crush? Dr. Phil might be the most interesting answer you could have put down, period. The next question is going to be, what is the dumbest thing you've purchased on Amazon recently? For me, it was a carrot peeler that peels spirals off of your carrot. I literally used it once. But let me know your answers in the comments section, and maybe I'll feature yours in next week's video.
But in the meantime, I'm always up for a good challenge, so make sure to leave me your dares in the comments section. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you've yet to have done that, and as always, I'll be seeing you guys in just a few days with a new video. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.